everyone, welcome to Blue Heron Hill. I am Sue, and today, well, I'm not in the tropics, but I am going to harvest my tropical plant. This is ginger, and let's get to it. Back in March, I was gifted a tuber of ginger. Just from the supermarket. It had sprouted, and it was shriveling and wasn't going to be used by my neighbors. So she gave it to me. I decided to see if I could propagate it and to see what kind of a harvest that I could get out of it. So that's what I'm going to do today. Harvest this mass of ginger. I had it just at the corner of my house that would get moisture from a downspout whenever it rained. Kind of ignored it. It got maybe about 5 hours of sunlight a day. Most of the day it was a dappled sunlight, and I think those are about the conditions that a ginger would need. One in particular, I just planted this guy in a pot. It is probably stunted because it couldn't grow very much. It's got a pretty good root system. You can see starting to circle around the bottom. I'll just break this apart, and this is what I've got. Now, when I planted this, it was, I would say, and you can pull that off, I would say half the size. This was the mother plant here, and this is all new growth here. So from that tiny little, I think that's like a 4-inch pot, I think that's a pretty good return on my investment. So let's get to it and see what the harvest is like. I had to split open these feed bags. The root system is quite extensive. Not too pot bound. It was a very good soil mix, high in compost. And let's see, we aren't going to need these, although these are very fragrant and they're very edible. Smells like ginger. I even cut some up during the summer, some of the leaves, and use them. Okay, there's some fresh ginger. I inadvertently broke that one off. Let's see. A weed. Ooh, this is a lovely chunk. I'm going to take the hose to this and get most of this dirt off. Okay, next one up. More of a massive root structure on this one. Ooh, it smells so fragrant. That is a lovely grouping of tubers. I want to see if I can keep it as much as I can intact think I'll use the hose to wash away most of this dirt. Okay, next one up. This has 6, 8, 10, 12 shoots in this one, I think. We'll see if that gives us, what kind of a ratio that gives us. Pretty nice. This one has a massive amount of shoots in it. Right, this one's a little drier than the other two, but no more prolific. I think it's quite a large. There we go. Okay, here's my yield. I'm going to take the hose to this and see to rinse off more of this dirt and really get a better look at what I've got here. Wow, doesn't that look like some kind of a mythical sea creature? Okay, isn't this absolutely lovely? I am blown away by the yield. I tried to keep the clumps together when I sprayed them off, but didn't always work. This is the largest one. You can see that this is the original piece that sprouted all of this. I would say that's a good 2/3 at least more, maybe 3/4 more. Just prolific, all from a grocery store tuber. This particular one broke off, but it included all of these here. And there is the original right there, that darker one. And then this one, although smaller right here, this was the original, and there's some more pieces from it right through there. So I think that I did very well with ginger this year. I had one other container. It's about a 6-inch container that I've brought in the house, and I am going to continue to grow it throughout the winter. Most of the books and everything say that ginger is like 10 months before harvest. Well, since I planted mine and started my procedure back in March, it's not quite 10 months. So I'm going to put that one downstairs under grow lights for the remainder of the winter, maybe until January, February even. And I'm going to see how much more I can get from that one in a better growing condition. So I would suggest that this is a win-win, and give it a try and see how it does, even in the northern regions, zone 6A, with our first frost is October 4th, although we are into the later parts of October and we haven't had a frost yet. But I think this did very well in in growing it outdoors. So this is a wrap up on my ginger video, and I'll definitely be growing it again next year. So thanks for following me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Pass this around. Easy, easy, easy. Even on a balcony on an apartment, I would say go for it. So until the next time that we can go digging in the dirt, happy gardening. Bye.